We asked, and you delivered. We asked for the best feelings and the worst feelings in the world, and you told us what you thought. And here's what we did.
Let's just get this over with.
We're all kind of...
Good sentence.
We made a bracket.
It's called Tootin' Bracketology.
No, it's not.
Can we decide on that?
The worst feelings. The worst feelings against the best feelings.
We have North Worst Division, South Best, North Best. The first game in the North Worst Division, we have the number 1 seed. Chick-fil-A is closed on Sunday versus forgetting something at home.
I'm going to have to go with forgetting something at home.
You ever just really wanted Chick-fil-A? And I mentioned in the last video. You want a Chick-fil-A spicy chicken sandwich. Piece of pepper jack cheese on there. That's good sandwich.
I don't always want Chick-fil-A, but when I do, it's always on Sunday. Chick-fil-A moves on. Second game in the North Worst Division, we have Time to Stand against Can't Come Up with Words on the Tip of Your Tongue.
There's not a whole lot worse than really thinking you got a notification. I mean, hey, I got a text. I look down at my watch. I'm like, wonder who texted me? Oh, it's time to stand. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's not a good notification. Apple, get rid of it.
Like, I know I'm sitting still for 15 minutes. I'm in class right now. You don't have to tell me.
You see, this doesn't apply to me because I don't have an Apple Watch. My vote is words on the tip of the tongue.
Broke. Again, if I'm just trying to come up with a word, can't come up with the words it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Time to Stand moves on for me.
There's not a whole lot worse than getting a notification because you stand up.
Third game in the North Worst Division, we have the stepping in water with socks on. I read it wrong.
Dummy.
And then we have Open 37 minutes ago. I love when I Snapchat someone, specifically a female, and you look to see what they responded, and they just didn't respond.
You know what it's not worse than? When Carmen tries to get ice out of the freezer, leaves a piece of ice right in the middle of the middle in the tip of your tongue. Tip of your tongue. You're just walking through the house, come in from a long day of work, got your socks on, you step right in that little puddle, right in the middle of the kitchen. Hey Carmen, why can't you pick up your ice? Did you spit on the paper already?
No, I did.
Yeah, he did.
This is ice on the floor and you step in it.
I'm sure Braden feels this one personally when he's snapping his 15 girlfriends at once when his favorite one leaves him on red. Well, when his favorite one leaves him on red, I'm sure it hits him hard. And it hits me right at home, so I'm going to have to go with Open 37 minutes ago.
My vote doesn't count.
Open 37 minutes ago.
Yes.
Moving on. Our last game in the North Worst Division, first round. When the rescue chip breaks versus waking up is what it says. Waking up after a great dream to realize that it wasn't real. At first glance, rescue chip seems to take the trophy here. But I actually like it when the rescue chip breaks because it's like compound interest.
Well, you know
you
what?
just keep getting the chips in there, and
you
then
know
eventually there's a huge. I'm talking. Eventually there's a huge payday.
Alright, so his rescue chip breaks. I'm next in line. He's got 3 fingers worth of cheese that he's dipped in there 7 centimeters deep. Okay? That's not a good thing. I had a dream the other day.
No.
Let rescue chip wins.
And we have the number 6 seed waking up to realize your phone didn't charge versus number 11 sitting on a warm toilet seat. Sitting on a warm toilet seat is like a critical thought question. It just gets your imagination. And you know what? That's one of those things that I don't want to imagine what creature was on the toilet before me, especially if it's warm.
It was awesome.
My turn to talk, yeah.
Warm toilet seat's moving on for me.
When my phone doesn't charge at night, it makes me really sad, so you can go now.
Oh! Time to talk.
You ever really had to go? Really had to go. You finally find time to get to the restroom, only to find that the seat is already, it's just warm. Somebody's been there too long. Very unsettling feeling. I don't like it. Having a warm toilet seat is much worse than whatever the other one was.
Warm toilet seat, moving on. Next in the South Worst Division, we have getting a text from your crush addressing you as buddy. Dropping food that you've really wanted. This is the David and Goliath right here. Because I don't even have to elaborate. There is no worse feeling than getting a text from your crush on Thanksgiving that says, "I'm thankful for you, bud."
I've never personally got called buddy. Oh, I have got called buddy. Yeah, that hurts.
Did she just contradict herself?
Women.
I just realized I say okay after every time I say I do.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, buddy won.
Buddy is a winner.
It was
Late
unanimous.
buddies. Moving on. In the Southwest Division, next game we got is the number 7 seed, Food Stuck in Your Teeth, against the number 10 seed, Working All Day to come home and figure out that mom made meatloaf.
I'll just say, you ever been to a movie, sitting there really munching on some good popcorn that you get, some of the best and finest popcorn you've ever had in your entire life, and you really get that one kernel stuck up in between your teeth, right up in there, and you can't get it out, and you're sitting there the whole time just panicking, because you feel like your gums bleeding, feel like you're never going to get this popcorn out of your teeth, only to realize you've made it to the ending credits, and now you still have popcorn in your teeth. That's why it moves on for me.
I'm gonna have to agree.
When I think of food getting stuck in your teeth, I think of
Beef jerky.
How'd you know?
I knew it.
How'd you know?
It's not-
You know what? Food stuck in your teeth. Moving on. The last game in the Southwest Division and the worst conference, we have the number 2 seed, Go for a Snack and the box is empty. Again, making a bad grade when you thought you did really good.
Going for a snack when the box is empty is the worst thing ever. And when you get a bad grade, you can just say that it's not going to matter when you're 80.
This is why you're on the end.
I don't know why she has an opinion on the matter. She's the one who always leaves the Little Debbie boxes empty.
Every time.
That one's definitely the worst one for me. I'm picking the boxes are empty.
Empty box.
Empty box. Moving on. Now we're moving on to the best conference.
The best feelings.
We have the number 1 seed, Sunday afternoon naps, against the 16th seed, finding money in your pocket that you didn't know was there.
You can't beat a Sunday afternoon nap. But if I found a $20 bill I didn't know I had, that would definitely be a good thing too. Not Carmen.
Sunday afternoon naps. Can't be beat.
Well, you don't care about money.
I'm rich.
She's rich. Why'd you look at your watch?
Oh.
That flew right over my head. I'm gonna have to go with Sunday afternoon naps because when you can just lay down and sleep without setting an alarm,
I didn't get a Sunday afternoon nap.
it's just beautiful. I vote nap. So what'd y'all vote? Moving on.
You're going to Hollywood.
We have the second game in the North Best Division. Waking up to realize you can go back to sleep and peeing after a long road trip.
See, I woke up last night about 1 o'clock, realized
Austin slept for 34 hours yesterday. And today, I guess, technically.
34 out of 24 hours yesterday. And I still found time to work and play golf.
And write music. Luke Combs is one man. Well, I think that there is a definite great feeling of being able to pee after a long car ride. Don't get me wrong. But that is not a better feeling than waking up and looking at your phone and realizing you have another hour to sleep before school starts.
See, you pee after a car ride, you gotta have everybody gets to the hotel same time, and then everybody wants to go to the bathroom same time. It just doesn't work out. But everybody can wake up early. I mean, not me, but everybody else can wake up early.
What was it? For me, my bladder is huge, so I can hold pee in for like a long time. So it does not matter to me that we get to go after a long road trip. So I'm gonna have to go with more sleep.
More sleep is moving on. Going to Hollywood. Next in the North Best Division, we have number 5, being able to poop after a long day of holding it in. Should I even read the second one? Against number 12, plugging something in the right way the first try.
Well, that never happens. You plug something in the wrong way, or don't get it to plug in and have to fight with it, you do that the wrong way 78% of the time. Scientifically proven.
Where'd you get that number?
84% of all statistics are made up.
Where'd you get that?
Internet.
Carmen? We're going to have to start remembering what we said.
I'll start playing memory games.
Probably, okay, mine's gonna be touching cotton.
I'm gonna go with that as well.
My vote doesn't matter. Touching cotton. Moving on.
The poop drops into the next round.
Next, we have someone responds to you the exact way that you want them to against a baby reaching for and wrapping their hand around your finger.
Carmen, you gotta remember what we said.
I'm gonna have to go with what you wanted them to respond, because when I get told it's up to you, that is a no-go. So.
If I say, what are we doing? And you respond, I don't know. Well then, I don't know if we're gonna hang out today. We'll do something different. I'll do something different. So when I say, hey, you wanna go do something, do this or this?
Next game.
We can
Save
edit
our
this
brother
part.
here. You have a boogie.
Goodness, that's a honker.
We're back from our commercial break.
I don't think there's a much better feeling than a baby grabbing your finger. It's just,
Well, not if it has a booger on it. Look, if I text you, just answer me the way I want you to. It's not that hard.
Just read his mind.
Yeah.
It's not that
Well,
hard.
I say, hey, what are we doing today? You tell me, hey, you gonna come over to the house, we're gonna play a few games, we're gonna go eat, we're gonna come back. How about that? That's not so hard.
So y'all are both going with the
Correct responses.
Alright, correct response.
Don't do it.
Moving on.
What's next, Boogerhead?
We have number 6, finding extra food in your meal, against number 11, back scratches.
You don't know how excited I got when I looked in my Bojangles box and had 8 chicken fingers.
I've never seen Braden more excited than today when he got his 5th chicken finger in the Bojangles box.
Bojangles is the best.
Popeyes is good.
No.
Chick-fil-A, but Bojangles has been treating me really well lately. The last 2 4-piece Supreme dinners that I've gotten have been 5-piece Supreme dinners. But if I can get me a woman who loves church, she loves Whataburger, and she gives longer than a 10-second back scratch, you can apply to be my wife.
You mean to tell me you got 37 and not a single one fits your criteria? We're out of here.
Okay!
That's the first funny thing you've done. Alright, so y'all both going with...
I'm going with extra food.
Extra food. I'm going with back scratches, but my opinion doesn't matter.
We knew that.
Never does.
We have the cool side of the pillow, and riding at night with the windows down with your favorite songs on the radio.
Well, Carmen can't ride around. She left her permit over at Carter's house.
A summer night, cool breeze, windows down, music loud, country music.
Luke Combs.
So what are we picking?
See, I can't drive.
Yeah,
You don't have your permit.
I can't drive legally by myself.
Legally.
And I don't play my music in the car. I'm gonna have to go with cool side of the pillow.
For the
Disney.
third time, my opinion does not matter.
The cool side of the pillow.
Moving on. The third game in the South Best Division is number 7, When Something Fits Perfect Together, against number 10, listening to throwback songs on a road trip.
Ooh.
Crank up a little bit of Nelly.
I'm gonna have to go with throwback songs.
Throwback
When
songs.
I'm riding on a road trip and I hear To the Window, to the Wall. That's the best one.
Throwback songs. Moving on.
Mm.
The last game that we have in the South Best Division is the number 2 seed seeing an old friend that you haven't seen in a while against the number 15 seed stretching after waking up in the morning.
I always like seeing old friends, new friends, any friends. I need some friends.
One of my good friends, Drake, once said, "No new friends. No, no, no." I don't know what relevance that has.
Give us an opinion, Carmen.
Um,
Remember the choices.
the morning stretches, when you're like stretching and you feel like you're having a seizure
In the morning.
in the morning, when you're stretching, those are the best. And seeing old friends, kind of awkward, I will say. So it's gonna have to be morning stretches.
You know, before the camera turned off, I picked morning stretches, but I think I've changed my pick. I'm picking seeing old friends. So guess what? Seeing old friends?
There we go.
Moving on. Carmen's struggling. I want a new one. She's broken.
No, she's just getting the.
I
don't
know.
Austin, will you let us know who's in the round of...
Yep. Round the 16th.
Alright.
So we're going the worst thing is driving to Chick-fil-A and it's closed on a Sunday. Against, I was telling you it's time to stand.
I'm good.
Everybody have a decision? 1, 2, 3.
Chick-fil-A.
Time to stand. On 3,
Can't
Carmen.
decide. I'm gonna have to go with time to stand because it's the funniest.
Alright,
Time to stand.
moving on.
So now you got being left on red against Braden's 3 fingers and a rescue chip.
Left on red.
I'm gonna have to go with
Yes.
opened. Opened 37 minutes ago. Moving on.
Warm toilet seats against being called buddy. I'm still going with warm toilet seats. There's not a whole lot worse than a warm toilet seat.
Mine's gonna have to be being called buddy. That hurts.
The deepest friend zone I've ever been in was when I was called Buddy. Well, bud,
Lost again.
moving on.
Getting food stuck in your teeth versus finding an empty box. Little Debbie's.
Empty box.
I'm going to have to go with empty boxes here, Carmen.
Empty
What about
boxes?
Empty boxes, yeah.
Empty boxes. Let's go to the best side. What's better, Sunday naps or getting more sleep when you think you time's up?
Sunday naps, because you always end up having to wake up.
I think I'm gonna go with it. Getting more sleep. Waking up in the middle of the night and realizing you got more time to go back to sleep. Or waking up on a Saturday thinking you gotta go to work and then it hits you. Hey, I'm off today. I could sleep in.
I think it's funny that they're both about sleep. That shows you about how lazy we are. I'm gonna go with Sunday naps.
What'd you pick? Boo.
Being able to poop after a long day or
Yeah.
getting the correct response.
Getting the correct response.
It's so much better being able, after a long day, you're doing everything you need to do. You come home, you sit on the can. That's just wonderful.
Touching cotton. What do we have here?
Finding extra food in your meal, or always being able to flip over to the cool side of the pillow. As much as you wouldn't believe it, I'm gonna go cool side of the pillow. There's nothing better than always having a cool side of the pillow.
I completely disagree. I think I'm overjoyed when I find extra chicken food.
As much as I love food, when I'm really hot at night and I flip it over, it's like I get that relief. So I'm gonna have to go with cool side of the pillow. Cool side?
Next is songs about tuberculosis, or throwback songs for sure. Versus seeing old friends. I don't have friends. Throwback songs.
Throwback songs.
I was gonna say seeing old friends, but
Your opinion doesn't matter.
throwback songs? Alright, we have time to stand against open 37 minutes ago. Which one of these is worse?
I don't have an Apple Watch as I mentioned previously, so open 37 minutes ago. It's gonna have no choice.
They've really been an underdog for me. Being left on red's pretty rough. I'm going with that one.
There's nothing worse than seeing the empty arrow. Open 37 minutes ago?
Wait a minute, the empty arrow just means they're about to text you back.
Not if it's 37 minutes
Not
ago.
They're just taking a little while. Being called buddy against finding an empty box. It's really bad. If you've never had it, it's really bad trying to get a little Debbie and there's none left. When you really want a fudge round, you want a fudge round.
I'm gonna have to go with Buddy because I'm no air bud. So don't call me Buddy.
Being called buddy.
You
So.
said you'd never been called buddy.
I have. I remember it now.
Buddy,
The what?
Battery.
moving on.
So on this side, we're taking Sunday naps or poop. Which is better?
Sunday naps.
Sunday naps.
Sunday naps.
No, hey.
You don't get an opinion.
The last game in the Elite Eight is the cool side of the pillow against
Throwback songs.
throwback songs. I was a little confused there.
I'm throwing back the songs.
I'm flipping it over to the cool side of the pillow.
Nothing's better than jamming out to some throwback songs, I will say.
To the window, to the wall.
Throwback songs. Moving on.
We'll be back after this short break.
All right. If this were the Final Four, where would it be played at? That's the real question.
The outdoor court at Owens Elementary School.
Canceled due to Corona.
The worst of the worst. What is the worst of the worst? Being left on red or being called buddy.
You know, this is really sad. I don't know which one's worse, to be quite honest. But
You see, it's either no response or that response.
I'm gonna go with opened Because it's much worse to be left on red. It could be an actual friend that leaves you on red, and that's worse than anything, you know. And if you want to be my friend, just text me. I won't leave you on red. Just
Yeah, you will.
send me a message, DM me, PM me. If it's on Facebook,
Venmo.
send me money.
Alright, so deciding vote.
If you're left on open, sometimes people will do that on accident. That could be an accident. But being called buddy is no accident. I have to go with buddy.
Being called buddy is the worst of the worst. Now for the best of the best. What's better, Sunday naps or listening to throwback songs on a road trip? I'm going throwback songs on a road trip.
I'm going
It's
Sunday
much better.
naps.
So one, you're snoozing, and the other, you're just cruising.
Oh, up to Braden. Should have took it.
What was mine?
I'm gonna have to go with Sunday naps. Sunday naps are the best of the best.
If you disagree, hate these two.
Well, fans, it's almost April.
It's time for the championship match. It's time! You can edit that out. We have to figure out if Buddy is worse, which one is worse or better. I'm gonna say Buddy is worse. Being called Buddy is gonna be worse than as good as a Sunday nap can be. I'm gonna go with Buddy as a champion here. Braden?
I'm at my best when I'm in the middle of my Sunday nap. There is no better feeling than going to KFC after Sunday morning church, eating 5 chicken tenders, and if you go to Bojangles, you'll get 6, and then coming here, then back to my humble abode and taking a nap.
But is that better than as bad as getting called Buddy is? Like, is it more of an extreme?
Yes.
Better to get called Buddy than miss out on a Sunday nap.
Oh, yes. 100%.
Wow.
Okay, so my take on this is that.
But off?
You still don't know who's playing. You had to look again.
So on Sunday naps, when I'm taking a Sunday nap, I sometimes wake up. As Mama likes to say, I'm ill as a hornet. Sometimes it's really good, and I just
You take a nap today?
no.
Get to the
Need
point.
one.
Sometimes they're good, and being called buddy there's no up to it, and Sunday naps have an up and down. So I'm gonna have to go with buddy.
Buddy.
Let's make it appear. Ready? 1, 2, 3. And there's our winner.
We're out of here.
Okay. You flip that upside down.